Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Brown, and I'm your 8th grade math teacher. Today, we will be talking about zero, negative, power exponents. Our class objectives are I can write numeric expressions involving exponents. I can evaluate expressions with fractions and exponents by using the order of operations. The first thing we will be talking about is the zero exponent. The zero exponent rule basically says that any base with an exponent of 0 is equal to 1. As you can see here in examples, we have 8 to the 0 power equals 1. 8 to the 0 power equals 1 because 8 divided by 8 equals 1. Same goes for negative 67 to the 0 power equals 1. That's because negative 67 divided by negative 67 equals 1. 0 to the 0 power will always be undefined. The next thing we're going to talk about is negative exponent. If the base is powered by the negative exponent and isn't 0, then the base becomes the reciprocal with the positive exponent. Reciprocal means to flip. As we see here for the example, 5 to the negative third power. Some may not know, but there is an understood 1 that makes a fraction under 5 to the negative third power that will read 5 to the negative third power over 1. We will find the reciprocal, which means to flip, to make a positive exponent, which will turn into 1 over 5th to the third power, which will also equals 1 over 125. If the base, so when you have a negative exponent, I switch the base to its reciprocal with a positive exponent. And if the base with the negative exponent is in the denominator, it moves to the numerator to lose its negative sign. So the same rules apply if there's a negative in the denominator. We will still use our reciprocal, which means to flip. So 1 over 3 to the negative second power, you find its reciprocal, which will make it 3 to the second power, which will equal 9. Next up, we have power over power. If you're raising a power to an exponent, you multiply the exponents. When you take a power to a power, you multiply the exponents. As we have here an example, we have 5 to the third power to the second power. We will multiply 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6, which will give us 5 to the sixth power. Next, we have our collaborative assignments. Our collaborative assignments are done in groups of 3 or 4. In this assignment, which will be the negative 0 exponent demos activity, there will be 3 or 4 students in a group doing an online task cards digitally. On the task cards, kids will be asked questions about exponents. They will be able to give other groups feedback to their responses as well. All students does not have to be online at the same time to have this assignment accomplished. This assignment should take about 20 minutes. Next up, we have our independent assignments. The independent assignments are assignments that students will do alone. First, we have the must-do assignment. The must-do assignment is non-negotiable for all students. Everyone has to complete it. In the must-do assignment for this week, we have negative exponents worksheet. Students will simplify each expression using the negative exponent rule. The negative exponent rule is when we have a negative number as an exponent, so students will find the reciprocal. This will consist of 8 math problems, which should take 5 to 10 minutes to accomplish. Next, we have the should do. The should do will be 0 and negative exponents mixture. It will be a drag and drop activity that's done online for all students. Last, we will have the aspire to do. The aspire to do activity will be a 0 exponent worksheet. Students will simplify each expression using the 0 exponent rule, which is any number with an exponent of 0 will equal 1. This assignment should take no more than 10 to 15 minutes. The should do and aspire to do activities are optional, but I highly recommend. Lastly, we have the mastery check. The mastery check this week will check to make sure all students have mastered this week's lesson. The mastery check will consist of 5 questions from 0 and negative exponent rules. This mastery check quiz should take about 25 minutes for each student to accomplish. Don't forget, all assignments are due Fridays at midnight. Must do assignments are non-negotiable, but I highly recommend you should do, and aspire to do. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me on Google Classroom, email, or by phone. Thank you. Have a great day.